As part of a class, students at South Dakota State University in Brookings are analyzing COVID-19 data to make it easier to understand. KELOLAND's Sarah McDonald explains how this coursework can help them prepare for their futures.
From mask mandates to the daily case count, the COVID-19 pandemic offers a lot of different data to explore. As part of a class in the Mathematics and Statistics Department, SDSU students are learning how to take a real-world issue and make it easier to understand.
One of the best ways to prepare students for the real world is to have them work on real-world topics. Those topics tend to be messier than the clean textbook sorts of data where everything is perfect.
For the assignment, students chose COVID-19 topics and created infographics to help explain it. Tyler Zuschlag decided to take a look at health conditions and age for COVID-19 deaths in the U.S.
I went to the CDC website and looked at the risk factors specifically that they had mentioned, and I noticed the four big ones were diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and renal failure, so kidney failure. And so those were the four that I decided to focus on just for my infographic.
Emma Spores compared COVID-19 data between South Dakota and Minnesota.
I calculated the 5-day running average for both states and plotted them on a time series graph. And then from that, you can kind of see how cases differ between the states. I also included kind of some larger events that happened. So for example, when Minnesota went into their stay-at-home orders, the Smithfield outbreak here in South Dakota, kind of things like that along the time. So you can kind of see how things caused changes.
Preparing students for their futures. Sarah McDonald, KELOLAND News.
And students also explored topics like masks, COVID-19 deaths by gender and age, as well as the coronavirus versus the flu.